Hey, welcome. How you guys doing out there? I hope everybody's doing all right. Listen, uh, here we go with a good episode today, man. The topic is Sexy Red, Sexy Red, and her ignorant self. But please don't forget to subscribe, hit the likes and share. And when you subscribe, please on the subscribe box, press all notifications so whenever I drop a video, you can get notified. So anyway, listen, let's get to this, man. Let's get to this right now. It's a rapper. I believe she's from St. Louis. Not St. Louis, from Missouri. Is it Missouri? I think she's from Missouri. And listen, she called herself Sexy Red. That's a rap name, but ain't nothing sexy about this woman, man. For real, nothing sexy about this woman. She she represent she represent what brothers been complaining about for the longest. You understand what I'm saying? Like that type of rashery and that type of hood shit that real men don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And she has an enormous fan base, mostly young people, like young as fuck. And that shit is whack. That shit is whack because she's sending a message out there, man, that I don't know how these youngsters are resonating with that because it's full of ignorance. And that's because they're uninformed. You know, the parents they're not taking the enough time to inform their children about the conditions of the world. So anyway, also she also represent what black women with self-esteem and dignity trying to distance themselves as far as away possible from that type of behavior. You know? So she went on this podcast the other day and she talking about she went full MAGA. She went full MAGA, you know, and I don't criticize her for that. That's her thing, you know. That's her thing. She want to be a Trump supporter. That's cool, all and dandy. But you know, she's getting dragged through the mud on the internet, not because she's supporting Trump, but because the stupid stuff that she was saying in that podcast that she don't even know what the hell she was talking about. She was just, you know, like when you talk to somebody and you hear this person talking about stuff that you clearly know that this person don't know what they're talking about. They just heard that from somebody else, so they just carry it right along, and they don't have no basis or no idea how those situations came about. So, man, let me cook this. Let me cook this woman right now, man. Let me cook this woman real quick, man. Listen, check this out, fam. Check this out. Yes, BET, man, Black Entertainment Television, supposed to be this channel or this organization that represent, you know, black excellence. And BET awarded this woman with the Breakthrough Artist of the Year. And you know, they put this product out there like that's some positive stuff, and it's not. Clearly it's not. So I'm just saying that what she's doing is she's showing that the generation, the desecration of a black woman. That's what she's showing. She's showing the desecration of a black woman, and that alone shouldn't be praised. You know, that alone shouldn't be praised. Like the way that she I know she's doing. I mean, that's a way. That's probably the only way that she got to get to the bag. That's probably the easiest way for her to get to the bag. And I don't blame her. But at the same time, she is contributing to something greater than that, because young women gonna see that and they're gonna think that that behavior is all right, and and it's acceptable, which is not. It's acceptable amongst them, because for me, they whack as fuck. So listen, that's what I see in that, you know what I mean. All the other stuff, you can see it, other rappers do it too. Other rappers do it too with the drill music and stuff like that, promoting gang violence and shooting and killing, which is crazy. When in reality, probably 85% of those rappers, they're not even going to do or shoot anybody, because they know if they do, they're going to jail. So they put this music out there for the uninformed, for the ignorant people, or their followers, or their fans, and they go through with it in real life, thinking, oh, my favorite rapper do it, so I'm gonna do it. So it's a combination of ignorance with not living in reality, until reality hit them and they have to serve some time. So listen, I know that like the ignorant stuff that she said online. I'm talking about Sexyy Red. When she was in this podcast, then she was saying that she loved Donald Trump and the hood loved Donald Trump because he signed a stimulus check. If she only knew how that shit works, it doesn't just work with the stroke of a pen. That stuff, those negotiations have to go through Congress, through the Senate, to the president, back to the Senate, back to the Congress. It was not just one person that decided to say, oh, I'm going to give millions and millions of dollars to the whole country. It doesn't work like that. She doesn't know nothing about that. And I don't blame her not knowing, because she doesn't know. She's ignorant like that. She just hear what other people saying without even going and doing research for herself. You see what I mean? If you don't do no research about issues or certain people, you're just going to believe whatever is in a book, like the history books. So, and also she also said something about, she didn't say this, but I know the people that are saying that, Trump let a lot of people out of prison. Yeah, that was a political move. That was a political move, fam, because he know how to move the pieces of the chess. That was a political move that he did. But what they won't tell you is this, that a lot of those people that came out of prison, they went right back to prison because of technicality. They don't tell you that. See what I'm saying? They don't tell you that because they're really uninformed. So they don't know anything about the justice system or how it works. They just hear stuff and they just run along with it. And you need to inform yourself before you talk about stuff. If you don't, then you're gonna look like a fool, and people gonna drag you, through the internet or through whatever when they see that you're talking just nonsense. So listen, I'm just saying, the woman, the way that she behaved is like, it's not even the way that she behaved. I'm not gonna say the way she behaved. The way that she's acting. Yes, she's getting the bag, but at the expense of what, man? At the expense of, you're gonna see young girls, 8, 9, 10 years old, looking at this, thinking that this is okay. This behavior, like the way she talks, the way she just be saying stuff, it's crazy, like crazy. If you have a chance one day, man, just try to. I don't listen to that type of rap. I don't. I you know what I'm saying? I'm old school or whatever, but I don't listen to that type of rap, and because it's whack. That shit is whack. Bottom line. Yeah, she have all these fans. She have all these fans that they go and, you know, she sell out crowds, you know, venues, and it's all good. Her fans are whack. You know what I'm saying? Her fans are whack too. That for listening to that dumb shit. So, yeah, I said it. If you get triggered because what I say about Sexyy Red, you know, can't help you, man. If you get triggered, you just get triggered, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I just don't understand how. And another thing, she went to a school, I guess, to perform or to talk to some kids or whatever, but it wasn't no talking. It was just loud ass music, some shit that doesn't make no sense. And then, like, who runs that school? Who was the organizers, you know, that allow this woman to go to the school to visit these kids? Like, they didn't see the background. They didn't even check the background of this woman, or if they did, and they didn't care. That's like straight up, like hood rat shit. Like, for real, that was some straight up. That's some setup type of shit. You know, because if you allow this person or people like that go to a school and they just display, you know, that type of behavior, and the kid's gonna think that, hey, the school allowed that person here, it's okay for me to behave like that in school. And they're gonna have a big problem with the students starting tomorrow when they come back and they start acting like Sexyy Red. And they're gonna be like, wait a second, you allow her in the school? You didn't see what she does? You know what I'm saying? I can do the same thing. You know. So it's like, it's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. It comes back to, she's doing a great damage to the youth, promoting this type of bullshit that she's doing. You get what I'm saying, fam? And that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm cooking her, because she's whack. First of all, she's whack. She ain't sexy, and she's whack. Her lyrics are whack, and her fans are whack. So, yeah, I stand on that. I stand on that. So, let me say this and finish, man. Let me say this and finish. Women, young women, really, they need to pay attention to their actions, because when they get older, all that shit is going to catch up with them. All that shit is going to catch up with them. You know what I'm saying? It's, yeah, the same goes for men. The same goes for men. But I think that for men, it's a little bit more, how can I say it, more acceptable. You know, if you understand, you know, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yes, please let me know what you think about, you know, this situation, this topic with Sexyy Red. Let me know in the comments, man. And listen, stay positive, man. Stay positive. And if you have young ones, don't allow your young ones to look at that type of shit, man. For real, that's just madness. It's like, it's very disturbing, man. You know. So you have a good one, guys.